So thank you very much to the IF and of course to our chair, Sabine Berheim. And also thanks to the speakers for the interesting input. I find it useful to talk about access to content in the context of the overall DSM discussion. And that's because when you're talking about access to content or access to European production, it's not only about those Article 13 of the AVMS, the new directive. It's also about the overall context. And let's remember here that a protection of copyright and proper enforcement, and also an environment where the value of exclusivity and investment into differentiating content is protected from undiscriminated cross-border access is equally relevant to the protection of assets, without which we wouldn't even talk about supporting European productions or European independent productions. In other words, without the market and without incentives to invest, we wouldn't even have the discussion about properly supporting European productions. I was a little bit puzzled by the references somebody, I think Nicola probably made to the risk that companies make decisions, in this case it was about prominence, based on their commercial interests. Yes, of course, we make decisions based on commercial interests. The issue, and on this I have to concur with Netflix friend, the issue is to what extent the market already produces certain results, and to what extent the regulatory power has to be raised further. And I think I can very clearly and earnestly say that our group in each of the jurisdictions where we operate has consistently, based on strictly market-driven decisions, has consistently not only complied with quotas that are very, I come from a country which is Italy, where I can tell you the local regulation of supporting European and Italian independent production is fairly high. I see a lot of Italian friends here. So not only we comply consistently with, in all these jurisdictions with the local quotas, but we do much more. We'll not go through the long list that Colin has gone through, but I'll only mention one. Our biggest success ever in Italy is called Gomorra, and it's a production that is not just Italian, it's filmed in Naples dialect, and that's the most sold series ever in Italy, including Rai and Mediaset, so our biggest competitors. And that was completely beyond any scheme of base regulation. So the point is, do we need the regulation to push us to do more? And obviously, from a business perspective, the reply is not, because we are doing a lot, because the market so demands. On prominence, we are putting Rai in the first tiers of our channeling number. And we do that because our viewers expect that. So we wouldn't change our decisions based on different regulatory solutions. And if the regulations would require us to do more, I would say by definition, we will make investments that from a strictly business viewpoint, I cannot say wouldn't make any sense, but are not the best approach market-wise. And so far the market has proven to work, including for the promotion of European works, because the market so demands. Differently from Netflix, we are working very intensely in specific local jurisdictions. So the market wants from us Gomorra, wants from us Babylon in Germany, wants from us productions, sometimes produced by us directly, sometimes together with local independent producers, which we do a lot. Of course, in the context of an important discussion on AVMS, we have to consider the overall framework. So I conclude by saying that obviously our group is also working at possible compromises on this wording. We do the same in Italy, where the debate is constant on the possible development in these rules, but it is important that we all remember that a reasonable, balanced solution has to be achieved, where editorial freedom and business-driven decisions must not be distorted beyond what is strictly justified to promote the result that is intended. Otherwise, the very opposite result will be achieved, which is not to promote a competitive and sustainable creative industry. Thank you very much.